$1 back. You know what it is. Know this. Know this. Know this. Real men rise up. Fake men rise down. Real women rise up. Fake women rise down. Part the word preacher. Preach on. And today's topic we're going to talk about is, man, I want to respond to Stay Peppermint, Rule, man, Pepper, man. I totally agree with you, what you're saying right there. We do need to prepare what's everything else what's going on. But unfortunately, there's a group of people who just don't care anymore. You know, they just giving up God, giving up hope. I'm not. I still there's some hope left that serving for God. Like, I give you, for instance, me and my father, we had this conversation a lot. And that's just my email. Don't worry about it. You know when my father tells me, worry about you. What does that sound like? A selfish man or a careless man? That's selfish. Because he basically saying, you should not help anybody no more. But you know, my father got a lot of hate in him. He had it. I don't know if his father passed it down to his father, but I'm not going to pass it down to my kids. I'm going to tell them where that hate is coming from. That's why people doing crimes and doing the things they doing, because they ain't have no love, no unconditional, unexpression what love, expression, but what love is. People don't know. Anybody can say I love it. It shows the affection of the world when you say it, when you mean it. But if don't say it if you don't mean it. But we do need to prepare, because we figure that if it's not our prerogative, it's not our problem. And it's kind of sad in the black community. Like I said again, we wasn't always like that. But somehow we just feel like when you give all that hoping and praying, after a while you get tired of it. And I feel like that sometimes. Yeah, you got to worry about you, but you got to worry about other people as well. That's careless. My father's not a careless person that he can be. He's selfish in a lot of ways. But that's just how my dad is. And I'm going to be a great better father than my dad. My uncle, I miss him, R.I.P. to Uncle Bill. He was a careless person. But sometimes he too careless. Because people will take advantage of that. And once they take advantage of you and it allows you to let your silence, you have to speak your mind. Because if you don't do it, but do it in a way, use your words wisely, use your words very carefully. Because I don't mind helping people. As long as they do something for me, I do something for them. But I'm not going to help the people those who need it. So I understand where all this hate came from. I get it why my father felt the regiment of rage that he has. My father got a lot of fire in him. A lot of the undesirement of fire in him. My father, one thing he don't have careless of motionative. He's not a motionative person. The only time he do when he go around funerals. My mother is more dreadful water type, but she can be fearless of regiments a lot of times. That's the difference between my mother and my father. I don't hate my father, but that's just the way he is. He's like that. You know, he feel like he's all right about everything. He right on some things, but he can be wrong on everything. But as soon as you speak the truth, people don't like that. People hate hearing the truth. They want to believe the lies. Because that's just like believing a tooth fairy. Like somebody stuck a tooth underneath your pillow, and then you come to find out tooth fairy ain't real. That's how they like that with the tooth. That's why I made that video, Pretenders. There's a lot of pretenders out there. They like to pretend like they don't know what the government is doing. They know damn well what the government's doing. They know what the streets are doing. It just mind you, keep your nose out of business and keep it moving. Worry about you. It's being selfish instead of being careless. People ain't careless no more. People just selfish now. And that's just the way it goes. But we do need to be prepared this age against machine. I ain't gonna lie. And I totally agree with it. It's like the age of the machine. Because we're the age against the machinery of this predominantly of corporate of wealth have been known, this empowerment of apartment state off the cliff building system where it's one global giant corporation. That's all it is. It's a Fortune corporation. And unfortunately, my father's one of them. He just don't care about anything no more. He just give it up. When you get in that age, in the age of 50, your body start wearing you down. You know, I get it why something like that. My mother do concern, but my father doesn't. That's just the way it is. But we do need to prepare, because there ain't no better to give, the better tomorrow. And tomorrow, the better to give, than we live today for the better view tomorrow, that we shall made to live. And that's all I can say about that. So don't worry about it. Just prepare for any time, any place, anywhere. And I encourage for anybody else that don't give up. Be careless, but don't be selfish. The way my father is. My father is selfish now. The way he acts. And I'm just done talking to him. Because every time I speak the truth, he get mad real quick. He's very fiery. He's not emotional. He's not. That's just the way how he was raised and brought up. So I can't judge, only God can judge it. And nothing else than judge into it. Alright? Alright, it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Base and Chunk of the Deuces. How we do it, Text Baby. Until next time, alright? Alright, peace and I'm out.